Hello everyone, I am Randy Suarez, aka Silva, today back here another amazing reaction. I find it ironic that I reacted to CJ Dachamp video and then this pops up, and let's just say I'm shocked. I am legit shocked. They popped on the same day of me recording this. But anyway, we hit direct to the most disrespectful moment in anime history. 10. The point that we have from 1 through 10 after all these years, finally. But anyway, no, I'm not gonna keep y'all waiting any longer because I'm anticipating on basically what we saw in the thumbnail with Sakamoto Days. So if you like any of this content, please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Like, comment, subscribe to CJ Dachamp. I'm gonna leave the original link to this video down below. So watch it uninterrupted. Also link to the CJ Dachamp reaction playlist that will also be linked down below. Also link to my Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. You can follow me on those social platforms. Also link to the Discord. Come in, join the crow's nest, talk to some else yourselves, have a jolly good time. Also, links to my Cashapp. Feel gracious enough to donate. Whatever you want to donate, that's fine. Don't, that's fine as well. Say super thanks, but by donating, like, comment, subscribe, sharing, all the good stuff, area show your support. Let us know you rock with the reaction content, rock with the channel, and rock with your boy. Before the do, buckle up, and let's get started. All right, we're here with some more CJ Dachamp, the most disrespectful moments the most disrespectful moments in anime history. 10. So let's go.
This dude really just got pushed out of his clothes.
I was not expecting this one, but yeah, definitely.
This is the most embarrassing thing I've ever seen. Like, y'all realize this nigga can't ever show his face in public ever again, right? Because he gonna be walking down the street one day and they gonna be like, oh my god, you're the guy that went viral on Twitter for getting punched out of his clothes and was wearing some tight-ass tidy whities. Like, dude, you're cooked for life.
Really, man? You have... Alright, with Squidward twerking. Throwing out that squid Uzi in the back.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another installment of the most disrespectful moments in anime history.
Finale.
With a twist. I'm gonna be real with y'all, the twist ain't revealed till like the last moment. Technically not to the end, but today we got 5 of some of the most unhinged, diabolical, jaw-dropping moments to ever be animated. So let's not waste no more time. Without further ado. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, let's get right to it. Moment number 1. Osaragi teaching Dup how to praise God. Man, yo, let me tell y'all, bro. Shorty right here, Osaragi, is a bona fide demon. And again, this
demon. Man, I get to praise God.
is another case where you could just tell by her appearance.
Really?
Her daily fit is a funeral dress. She dresses for the occasion while she is out here killing us with no emotion at all. She is literally the Grim Reaper.
She's a Grim Reaper with a goth mentality, which I dig. I really do.
And old girl right here, Dump, had a one-on-one date with the Grim Reaper herself. Now, how all this went down. Slur sent a bunch of serial killers to Japan to take out Sakamoto and the Order. And old psycho fine shit Dump, who was a literal cyborg that can shoot spikes out of her body, decided to go after Osaragi because she simply thought she was unattractive.
Here's the thing. She's a cyborg, right? Fine shit. Literally, she is fine shit, but that type of level of crazy? Nah, I'm good. I'm good. Give me the goth girl in the funeral garb. I'm going in.
She deadass hates ugly niggas. If she thinks you're chopped, she's gonna kill you. So later on one day, Osaragi went to the shrine to go pray. And you would not believe what she started to pray for. She started praying saying, "Dear God, I pray that you bring one of these serial killers to me so I can kill them and dismember them myself. I hope to receive this blessing. Amen." So after she finished praying, Dump pulls up right behind her. Her prayers were answered
immediately. That is crazy. It's one of those things. I'll probably say this when it comes to this fight in general, this disrespectful moment. It's one of those things that, like, you're anticipating kept going up.
Immediately. So she shoots a spike from her body, trying to impale Osaragi. but Osuragi somehow blocked her attack with a coin. And she's saying after that, "Oh, thank God, my prayers have been answered. I'm about to kill a bitch today." So now I want y'all to prepare yourselves to see one of the most disrespectful things I've ever seen. Shorty told Dump, "Hello, ma'am. Do you know how to praise God?"
What?
"Oh, well, allow me to show you how to praise the Lord." So she bumps her head, takes her over to the statue and slams her head twice. And she told her, "First, you bow twice." Then while Shorty is struggling unconscious, she claps her in the face, then claps her again and told her, "Then you clap twice." Then picks her up and drives her face into the offering table. Then after she planted her face in the table, last thing she said was, "And don't forget, make your offering." And flicks a coin at her unconscious body, just face planted in the ground. So after she just got embarrassed, Freaky Psycho Fine Shit gets up and starts licking her lips and saying,
Psycho Fine Shit. That's the perfect name for her. Freaky Psycho Fine Shit, yeah.
"Give you a makeover, you chopped ass bitch." So Dump tries to attack her again, but Osuragi blocks that attack again, this time with a briefcase, and Dump started getting pissed off because Osuragi's just toying with her. She's blocked both of her attacks with a coin and a briefcase and was beating the hell out of her while she was praising God. So Dump just goes unga bunga on her, shooting her spikes at her. So Osuragi jumps up trying to dodge it, but Dump ends up taking away her briefcase from her and throws it out the window. And yo, look at the disappointment in her face. She's not...
That face, I'm like, really? Really? Huh? So you're just taking away the brick? Okay. Alright, okay. If it's not for sure that I'm killing you now.
Enthused at all. This just pissed her off. She's thinking in her head, "Oh my God, my precious." So after throwing her money in the bank briefcase overboard, Osuragi officially stopped fucking around. She ripped down and kicked the temple bell at her, sending Psycho Fine Shit to a different map. So after Dump just got hit with a stage change, she started doing some freaky shit. I kid you not, she started shooting the spikes out of her titties.
Yeah, she ain't Freaky Fine Shit no more. She's Unga Bongo. Yeah, cause yeah.
And after that, she started licking her lips. Oh, hell nah. Yeah, I'm gonna be real. I can't call her Fine Shit no more. This is too freaky. Her new name from now on is Freaky Spike.
Wait, it's too freaky for you, CJ? Too freaky for you. Okay.
Bitch or some shit, I don't know. Anyways, when Freaky Spike bitch shot them spikes out of her titties, she completely bricked and only hit Osuragi's hand. And this right here is when Dump started regretting everything. Osuragi starts walking her down with her hand impaled, moving through the spike, grabs her hand and tells her, "I'm about to rock your shit, twin." Send her freaky ass into another building. And Osuragi was not done. She was about to tee up on this freaky hoe. Dump ran at her and shot a spike. She parries it. Then she jumps up. Then kicked her so hard the bitch spun 5 times. And she wasn't even done after that. She started juggling her ass down the aisle, turning into a human pinball machine. So after Osuragi finished juggling her, she ends up being conveniently right by her briefcase. And guess what is inside her briefcase? She had a big ass buzzsaw in that bitch.
And that's when you know you're out. You should be out after that. If someone's carrying a buzzsaw with them, that's you're done. You're done. You're done. Pack it up. You know what? You're going to get packed up. You're done.
When Dump saw this, she knew it was over, because her backstory started playing, talking about how she became a serial killer because she wanted to be loved. Like, nigga, what?
That is some most... To be honest, that kind of pissed me off. Like, wait, you wanted to be loved, so you decided to off the people you love. Okay. Alright. That is psycho behavior. Beyond psycho behavior.
Ass freak ass hoe. And y'all have watched enough anime, so y'all know good and well. This is Anime 101. If a character is near death and starts seeing their backstory, there is a 99.9% chance that they're about to die. And she straight up told Shorty before she killed her, "Because people like you exist, I am needed by God. So because of that reason, I love you." And tell me why she's smiling right now. What the fuck? You know what, bruh?
She didn't just smile. She got off. Pause. Yeah, but yeah, she totally got off on it.
Guess she got her final wish before she was about to die for somebody to love her. bonkers. So Osaraki revs up that buzzsaw, dashes at Shorty, and splits this freaky spike bitch down the middle.
Fatality.
And with that, Osaragi continued to spread the word of God to these freaky ass hoes.
Disrespectful.
All right, let's keep this disrespectful party going,
Yeah,
show.
sir.
So, moment number 2, Nagumo embarrassing a nonchalant dreadhead.
Yeah.
Now, we're still on Sakamoto Day.
See this was one of my favorite currently as season 2 for Sakamoto. Is this moment right here? It's like how he embarrassed this man with no injury, just nonchalant.
And this is the same plot. This time, however, though, the serial killer is this big buff dreadhead nigga called the Minimalist. And this dude goes around crushing things to as small as they can get. And his target was Sakamoto. So later on that same day, he pulls up to Sakamoto's convenience store. And he ends up confronting his wife. So she tells him, excuse me, sir, can I help you with anything? And he tells her, hey, bitch, where your fat ass husband at? So to start intimidating her, this man grabs the cash register and starts crushing it into a ball. Then after that, he rips the desk in two. So then after he finishes intimidation tactics, he straight up looked at her and told her one more time, hey, bitch, I'ma ask you one more time. Where is that fat ass nigga Sakamoto? But Sakamoto's wife was not acting like herself at all. She was weirdly calm this entire situation. And the reason why is because it wasn't her. She dislocates his arm and stabs him in the neck. So he ends up falling down. And then she just looks at him and tells him, gotcha, nigga. And she turns into Nagumo. This man disguised himself as...
I got love Nagumo. The dude's a whole menace. The dude's a whole menace.
Sakamoto's wife to just fuck with this dude. And the knife that he stabbed him with was a toy knife. And he was like, oh man, you're lucky that wasn't real, bro. Looks like my goofy ass forgot to swap it out for a real one. So the Minimalist is pissed off. He like, oh hell nah, man, I'ma kill you, nigga. But Nagumo teleports right behind him. And look at this dude's face, man. Just by this frame, you can tell by the face he making, I should have just bought some Newports and left. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, bro. What he does to bro is honestly worse than what Osaragi did to Freaky Spike bitch. So the Minimalist starts bragging, saying, man, I've killed 432 people. But what your goofy ass gonna do to me, huh, nigga? And when bro said this, Nagumo deadass looked at bro like, wow, man, that's amazing. You count everybody that you killed? Holy, you might be smarter than a 5th grader. So this pisses dude off. So he goes in a bunch of but hits straight air, and this man Nagumo is just chilling on top of the shelf with bro's phone. And he's just looking through it like, wow, man, I'm disappointed. How are you a 6'5" nonchalant dreadhead and your phone is as dry as the Sahara Desert? Like, really, my nigga, no hoes at all? Dude, Dennis would be ashamed. So this pissed him off. But what sent him over the edge is when Nagumo said, I wonder what I'll find in your search history.
Ooh.
Ooh. And look at how mad this...
Really? Oh, man.
Gets, oh my god, looks like this man does not use the incognito browser for you know what. And he like, I'ma kill you, nigga. So he starts to chuck metal balls at Nagumo, but bro was just casually dodging every single one. So after this man just tried to hit him for like 5 minutes straight, the entire convenience store is wrecked and Nagumo just disappeared. The bro got impatient and started to look for him. So he opens this cooler, and when he's digging through it trying to look through it, another version of himself pops up and starts choking this man through the glass.
The point that he's doing this, Nagumo's doing this, like, nonchalantly in general, comes to this point. I mean, he's skilled at what he does. He does. I mean, and he's an assassin, but this, he's toying with you.
And rips him through the door. And just look at this man. Dude is getting choked out by himself. And Nagumo turns back like, gotcha, nigga. So he throws him across the room and starts opening his briefcase and says, I'll let you choose how you die. As this man pulls out a weapon with 6 attachments, and he tells him, pick a number 1 through 6. So the Minimalist just loses it and tries to crush him. But Nagumo just tells bro, oh man, you're no fun. So looks like we're rolling the die. And yo, I'ma tell you, this is one of the nastiest things I've ever seen. He shows his hands and he's like, ooh, where did it go? And it ended up being in his mouth. So he spat out number 3. So Nagumo grabbed his head with an oversized can opener and cut his head clean off.
Fatality.
Yeah, man, this is one of the most disrespectful things I've ever seen. From going through this man's phone, choking him to death with his own body, doing a magic trick mid-fight, then killing him with an oversized can opener?
The point that he has a multi-tool of base. I have a multi-tool. Never thought I would say, hey, make it bigger so I can fight people.
Yeah, man, this dude just went out sad. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. Moment number 3. Shizuo punching a man out of his fit. Now, look, if y'all have never seen Do Ra Ra Ra, I'm gonna recommend it to you right now. It's a good watch. Because there's some wild shit.
Also, the first two openings of season 1. Wow. Chef's kiss.
In this show. And one of the main culprits of wildness in this show is none other than Shizuo Heiwajima. And what I'm about to show you is a top 10 disrespectful moment of all time. So let's set the stage real quick. The reason why this happened is because of Isaiah. Because earlier on this day, this man was in a fight with this goofy ass.
Here's the thing. When it comes to Shizuru and Isaiah, they're not relationship. They're back and forth. Let's call it that. Back and forth. I always find it hilarious due to the fact that at the end of the day, he deserves all the hate. Isaiah deserves all the hate. He deserves it all. But the crash out with Shizuru just haunted him down, screaming Isaiah.
Gangsta nigga. And when bro attacked him, Isaiah dodged it. But he just didn't dodge it. He also scalped this nigga's head. He gave bro a ball spot of doom right in front of the girls he was trying to impress.
Right
so this nigga was quite literally scaring the hoes. So he either has to cut that shit off and restart or spend thousands of dollars on a hair transplant. Now I want y'all to remember this dude because he's gonna be back later. So now we fast forward 5 minutes later. So Isaiah is just chilling on the street talking to Mikado. But while this man was just having a conversation, a trash can comes flying and hits Isaiah across the head. And the person who threw that trash can was Shizuo. And bro was not here to goof around. He was ready to fight Isaiah on sight. So when these two were about to just start duking it out in the middle of the street, the nigga with the bald spot pulls back up and he brings a bunch of goons with him.
Shit, this wasn't smart. Should have just kept. You should just cut your hair, regrow it. No, you decided you want to jump. Okay.
So they start surrounding Isaiah and Shizuo, and old boy started telling Isaiah, "Hey, you pussy dumb bitch! We about to you up for f***ing up my hairline from earlier, nigga! Yeah, you don't with the dollars and get away with it, nigga!" But when they had them surrounded, they ended up realizing that they had Shizuo surrounded as well. And dude's name is feared throughout these streets. So these
anyone that's a disciple of King Von since a child, she
shook. So this is when the wildness happens. Old boy in this blue hat was so scared his fight or flight senses took over. So his body started moving on his own and he runs up and smacks Shizuo across the head. So after he smacked bro upside the head, the dollars is like, hold on, twin, he might not be as strong as they say. But then this man started screaming. So bro started telling old boy in this hat, you aimed for my head. You have to know a blow like that can kill a nigga, right? And this means you were intentionally trying to kill me, right? So whatever happens next is what you deserve,
right?
And look at this stare. Bro stared into this man's soul.
I just find it so funny. Because, bro, y'all know his reputation. Why would you mess with this man? And doesn't matter if it was your fight or flight reflexes. You should have flight. You should have run. You want to fight? Now this is the repercussion for it.
And old boy knew his life as he knew it was over. Damn, this man sends bro flying out of his clothes and knocked out cold. Like, holy Jesus, man. This might be one of the most devastating punches of all time. Like, let's look back at this again. This dude really just got punched out of his clothes and sent flying across the block. This is the most embarrassing thing I've...
Not just out of your clothes, you're in tidy whities, one shoe with a sock. Okay.
ever seen. Like, y'all realize this nigga can't ever show his face in
he
public
can't.
ever again, right? Because he gonna be walking down the street one day and they gonna be like, oh my God, you're the guy that went viral on Twitter for getting punched out of his clothes and was wearing some tight-ass tidy whities. Like, dude, you cooked for life. And just look at him twitching over there like a dead buck. Like, oh my God. So after that happened, Shizuo was not done. Because every one of these gang members now have a receipt that needs to be paid. So he goes after the gang members. Look at dude right here. He was avidly trying to run away, but Shizuo said, nah, nigga, as he threw him into another person and just started bodying every single gang member. And look at old Bald Spot. This man fear and force like thinking in his head like, oh God, the rumors were true. This nigga really is Ikabokuro's King Fan. So the dudes behind him was like, nah, we're out, bro. And Shizuo runs up behind Baldy and kicked himself off and the beanie fell off his head so the world could see that beautiful bald spot. So while he was beating the hell out of everybody, Izaya was like, yep, I'm out of here. But Shizuo looked at him like, hell nah, nigga, as he picks up a vending machine to throw it at this man. But that brother Simon came from the room to stop the vending machine from hitting this man, bro. But yeah, man, that's the moment, bro. This man threw a trash can cross map, punched a man out of his clothes, and bodied an entire gang after that. Like, dude, what the f***? Alright, let's keep it pushing. Moment number 4. Ichigo calling an ambulance before a
To that moment, when I first saw it like that, it was cold. Like, if you know Ichigo backstory in general, and this is the reason why also to this day I think they dropped the ball with Chad. It's due to the fact that like Ichigo is a ride or die fighter, but he's a ride or die for his friends. The point that you can't have Chad to be at least stronger as Ichigo, especially when it comes to a moment like this.
Yep, we're finally doing this moment. Now, this is quick, but this moment is a absolute classic. So these dudes were bullying Chad. And I don't know why, but out of all the people you chose to bully, you chose to bully Chad? You chose to bully a buff-ass 6'5" Latino nigga that looked like he pushing 30, but he's 16? Yeah, these dudes deserve every amount of ass whooping that they got, because this is just idiotic. So earlier on in the day, our boy Chad was just walking and chilling, listening to some music and minding his own business. Now these two idiots decided to sneak Chad with this big ass rock. Like, dude, you know.
At that point, you're just trying to kill somebody. If anyone's who's willing to throw a boulder, human head sized boulder, bigger than your head, at your head, you trying to kill somebody. This is no longer bullying. This is attempted murder.
You can kill a person with this size of a rock, right? Like these dudes was trying to catch a case. So he comes behind Chad and hits him across the head. So later on that day, Chad wakes up surrounded by a bunch of bullies, and in front of him is this ugly ass nigga. Like if you looked up the definition of chopped, bro would be the first person that pops up on Google Images. Cause Jesus, man. So old Chop dude decides to rip off Chad's amulet, and before he was about to break it, he said, "You know who else is chopped? Mine." This man Ichigo ran out of nowhere and hit a drive-by on this chopped ass nigga and rode him like a skateboard. So after Ichigo laid bro out, he starts picking bro's pockets and takes his phone. So old chop dude is like, wait, I didn't get to finish my joke. Do you want to know who else is chopped? So after Ichigo stomps bro's face in, this man calls 119, aka 911 for us. So the dude pick up on the phone like, this is 911. What is your emergency? I need an ambulance. You know what? Matter of fact, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5. So this man,
he's like, I'm about to run just in case. Like, hey, yeah, I got the time for within the time limit of when they get here. From now on, when they get here, I'm going to run your fade. I'll make sure every one of you have an ambulance to yourself.
and starts beating the hell out of all the bullies. This man just took on a 1v5 and called 5 ambulances pre-ass whooping. Like, do you know how much confidence you have to call 5 ambulances in advance? This is just wicked work, and he beat their ass. He stood 10 toes down. Bro actually pulled off that legendary meme.
Call an ambulance! Call an ambulance! But not for me.
Not for me, for you.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached our final moment and the twist of this video. Moment number 5. Kuvira proving Korra is washed.
Yeah. Here's the thing, I'll probably say this, and it still holds true to this day, to me personally. Which is a moment I actually want to talk about the whole thing with Korra and Kuvira. Kuvira was a lot stronger than Korra. And it's like 3 years after season 3. Yeah, 3 years after season 3.
Yep, last moment ain't anime at all. Yeah, it resembles it though, but anyways. So Korra ends up confronting Kuvira, because Kuvira's trying to take over Zaofu so she can unite the Earth Kingdom under her tyrannical rule. Now this is Korra's first fight.
Basically, she's trying to go the whole Fire Nation route. I'm like, have we not learned? I guess not.
Back after Zahir put her on a wheelchair for 3 years. Hey, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Zahir trial will happen one day.
Oh my god, yes. Him and Amon. If anyone who gave Korra like severe PTSD, Amon and Zahir. Like, oh my god. It's one of those things like I do have to say so myself. When it comes to the Legend of Korra, the villains are a lot better. The villains had a lot to shine. When Ozai barely had a lot to shine, but still was much intimidating throughout before we got to see his face. Don't get me wrong, great idea, but these villains in Korra were on a different breed.
It was cold as hell. But anyways, Korra decided to fight Kuvira so she wouldn't take over Zaofu. So Kuvira was like, fine. My soldiers, I am giving you all a front row seat to show you all that the Avatar is washed. Her sorry ass could never live up to the legacy of Avatar Aang. So let me show you why she's the worst Avatar of all time. And man, Korra did not beat the allegations this fight, because this was just brutal. So Korra starts it off with firebending, but Kuvira is weaving every attack. And then look at this, man. Kuvira gets inside, hits her with the earthbending combo. Then she hits her with the metal bending, then flips her ass and throws her on the ground. And while all the soldiers are cheering.
And to be fair, besides her boxing rallying just to get rid of her PTSD, she has not been really keeping in shape. So you were really, technically, in a weird way, are beating down a child. But,
Look at Kuvira feeling herself. She over here emoting like Ali, like, yeah, I knew your ass was washed. So then here go the next sequence. Korra tries to use airbending now, but she dodges it, ducks the fire and hits her with the hell sweep, and hits her with another shot for good measure.
If y'all wonder what happened to Kuvira, please watch the King Empire Ruin. Literally they have it on freaking YouTube. Turf Wars was like soon after everything happened in season 4, and Ruins of the Empire or Empire or something like that. That's also on YouTube as well. They go by the comic books and stuff like that. So if y'all want to know what happened after all this.
And man, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, bro. We gotta find Kuvira's actual birth certificate. Cause no way she was born in the Earth Kingdom. She had to be born in the Weave Nation.
For real.
Dog, look at this. Korra is using every single element, but she can't land shit. While Kuvira's just bobbing and weaving, bobbing and weaving. And then look at this. Kuvira takes out Korra's leg, blindfolds her, and hits her so hard she goes flying. And I mean, bro, it just gets worse from here. She jumps up trying to do aerial attacks, but Kuvira hit her with an anti-air, knocking her on her ass again. And then here come Korra again. She tries to hit her with another two-piece. Failed. Then Kuvira hits her with metal again and lifts her up and throws.
To the point I'm questioning, like, can't you bend metal? Here's the thing. She's the first Avatar to bend metal. And she never thought in her mind to actually, I don't know, take the restraints off, because she just got the rest of that mercury stuff out of her body. Should have thoughts of like, hey, I could bend this.
Now, the Avatar is getting whooped by a background character from season 3. This is fucking embarrassing. And then look at this. Korra has the bright idea to earthbend against her. Kuvira stops it immediately and just sends it right back at her. Like, what made you think earthbending was the answer against Kuvira? One of the best earthbenders in the fucking series. Like, come on now. So Korra was getting...
I mean, here's the thing. I'll probably say this. When it comes to Kuvira, her reasoning sounds good. Kinda. I'm saying kinda knowing the fact that at the end of the day, she was just basically trying to turn Earth's Kingdom into another Fire Nation. And that's not right. And I get Kuvira felt, and it's on technically it's also a little bit on freaking Toph's youngest daughter. But at the end of the day, you do have to take responsibility for yourself. And that's the thing that she refused to like, I think, to the comic book I mentioned. She had to take the good, hard look at herself. But at the same time, confront her technically emotional abuser.
Her ass whooped so bad, Sue straight up yelled at her and told her, "Bitch, if you don't go into the Avatar state right now, like, what are we doing?"
Yeah, her.
So when Kuvira jumps up and tries to finish Korra finally goes into the Avatar state and blows Kuvira off of her. So Korra actually ends up landing a nasty hit, finally dropping Kuvira. And it looks like Korra has finally locked in. Maybe she wasn't washed after those 3 years in a wheelchair. But when Korra was about to finish her off, her PTSD from last season kicked in as she sees her face on Kuvira. So she gets knocked out of the Avatar state, falls to her knees, and Kuvira's just looking at her with disappointment like, damn, I knew you were washed, but not this bad. So Kuvira strings Korra up, slams her in the ground, and puts her in an Earth prison. And that was it. KO. Korra was cooked. She got washed by Kuvira in 5 minutes tops, and only landed one hit, which was in the Avatar state, by the way. Like, holy moly, man. So Kuvira walks her down, and she's ready to make the Avatar reincarnate right now. But Uncle Engineer saves Korra's ass, and they end up having to retreat. And look at Kuvira hyping up her niggas like, I told y'all she was washed! Zafu is ours, nigga!
Again, it's one of those things that I did not expect. This one comes to this in general. Him adding this, but at the same time, there's a lot of stuff that when it comes to Legend of Korra, I'm like, I'm not supposed to do that. I'm not supposed to do that. Wait, what are you doing? Hey. But anyway, I don't get this. Was a great video, by the way. To be honest, from freaking 2 moments of Sakamoto, freaking Durara with then freaking Ichigo, Shizuru Kajima. I feel like watching Durara now, but with Korra getting walked down by Kuvira, yeah, definitely. But anyway, I digress. I hope y'all enjoyed this as much as I did. And if you like any of this content, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Like, comment, and subscribe to CJ the Champ. I will leave the original link to this video down below so watch it uninterrupted. Until next time, please take care of yourself, stay hydrated, stay safe, stay warm. Peace out.
And little questions is everything they know about you.